Welcome back. I want to show you how I use my old tufted board and this mirror to make this amazing mirror. Stay tuned. What I did was I removed the fabric from it. I laid my mirror down and I traced it. And once I traced it, I used my X-Acto knife to cut down those lines so I can remove the foam piece that's in the middle. As you can see, I set my mirror inside to make sure it would fit the way I needed to before I continued. Now this is me stapling around the side of the board. I then laid the fabric that I wanted to use on top of it and laid it out to make sure I had enough room to cut that rectangle out again out of this fabric. So I put a little hole in there and I went around the edge carefully, placed my staple gun in the middle to hold the fabric down as a slight weight. But anyway, I continued to go around until I cut the rectangular piece out. Okay, so I flip it around and I lay it out because I'm going to prepare this for it to be stapled down. However, I want to make sure it all fits the way I need it to fit. At this point, I ran out of staples, and this is the type of staple gun that's a little difficult to continue stapling if you have like one of those, smaller corners left over. Anyway, I started continuing to staple this in place the same way I did the foam board. I'm going around the edges of the perimeter. I want to make sure I have enough space to lie my mirror down because the whole purpose of this thing, I want my mirror to lay flush on the wood and be cute. And when I got to the top, I noticed it was off about close to an inch. So what I did was I took my scissors and snipped that part off. That way I can make sure I still have a snug fit, and I went ahead and stapled that in place as well. And I lay my mirror back in there to make sure it's going to be a fit the way I need it to before I move to the next step. So I flip it upside down and I basically take my staple gun and I go around the perimeter to staple the remainder of the fabric to the back of it. I started with the sides because those were bigger. When I got to the top, I had to be very creative because I really did not have that much fabric left. So when I got to the top, I just folded it down and stapled it as much as I could, as you can see. And this is the scrap fabric that I had left over. But anyway, I used some, it's the cheap equivalent to E6000. I got it from the Dollar Tree. And I basically go around adding large dots and spreading it all over the back to make sure I get all over the perimeter before I lie it down. Okay, and after placing all the glue up there, I turned the mirror over. I started looking for weights, and the only thing that was close to me, of course, was the items that I use often, my sewing machines. And so I just grabbed a few of those, put them on in place. If you have something you can put up there that won't damage your glass, but it give enough pressure, I left it up there for 24 hours. And afterwards, I had a beautiful mirror to sit on top of my side table that I made on my channel. Also, where I upcycled it. But I thank you guys for watching. Catch you next time.